Hello everyone, welcome back to Lucky15, and in this video I'll be giving you my Lucky15 predictions for tomorrow's horse racing action. As usual here on the channel, and for our first tip tomorrow, we go to Southwell for the 150 with a horse called Honey Gigi, 3-1 with bookmakers currently, trained by Declan Carroll, who's yarding in good form, operating at 29% strike rate at the moment, and Paddy Mathers has booked for the ride. This horse has been running fairly well since transferring to the all-weather on Southwell in its recent runs. Won last time over the course and distance, beating a fair horse called Mining Gold. Has been raised £3 by the handicapper for that win, but I still thought off a mark of 60 tomorrow was one of the more likely contenders, and actually still probably has a little bit more to give off that mark, so no bad thing there in my opinion. Also as well, a lot of horses that like the soft ground on the turf, like this horse did, tend to go well at Southwell as well. So when you're always having a bet at Southwell, always consider that in mind, horses liking the surface, because it's an unusual race surface, fibre sand, nowhere else in the UK when it comes to your weather tracks, and I thought Honey Gigi tomorrow had as strong chance as any in that race, so that's why I'm going to recommend it as our first selection tomorrow. We then go to the jumps action at Uttoxeter for the 230 with a horse called Volcano, 9-4 bookmakers currently, trained by Nigel Twiston-Davis, and Sam Twiston-Davis is booked for the ride tomorrow. Now this horse used to be with Christian Williams and won a good bumper at Exeter for him, beating the likes of AC Milan, who finished 4th in the champion bumper. Went slightly downhill after that, rolling in some good bumpers though, but since it's been going hurdling, it's had two fair efforts where it's finished in 3rd place both times, and I think maybe just some of the conditions, especially last time, just went against it. The 3rd at Chepstow was a bit more of a high quality race, but the 3rd last time out, I think the ground just got to that one at Fontwell, so no bad effort there. Also as well, Nigel's horses are going not too badly at the moment, and making its handicap debut tomorrow for mark of 115 I thought was a fair and workable mark, and at 9-4 I could definitely see this one winning for connections tomorrow, so that's going to be my selection there. We then stay at Uttoxeter for the 3 o'clock with a horse called Paddocks Lounge, 15-2 bookmakers at the moment, trained by Claire Allen and Sean Quinn's but for the ride. This horse has been passed around a few stables in recent years, but I thought tomorrow it had a fair chance now of a reduced handicap mark of 96. Now this horse earlier last year actually won off a mark of 112, so you could argue it's been well handicapped. Showed some glimmers of hope last time out, finishing 3rd on its stable debut at Sedgefield, which wasn't a bad effort behind a horse that's racked up a couple of wins since then, so that was no bad effort on its reappearance. Still quite likely race as well, and if it can capture the form that it showed last year at some point when it notched up some wins, I thought tomorrow in this field at 15-2 was a little bit of a price and still had some ability to give, even though he is getting on a little bit. So Paddocks Lounge for me, I thought could go really close tomorrow. We then end the video going back to Fontwell for the other jumps fixture for the 340 with a horse called Sky Full of Stars, 3-1 bookmakers at the moment, trained by my pal Chris Gordon, and Tom Cannon is booked for the ride. Now this horse ran an encouraging race on its seasonal reappearance, and also as well a stable debut as well to finish 3rd at Exeter. That wasn't too badly at all. This horse probably would need the run, and also as well will prefer the easier conditions that are currently described at Fontwell tomorrow, which are soft, so that should help this horse's cause. I thought it was a weak enough race, and Chris Gordon always has a very good healthy strike rate at Fontwell, and I could definitely see the local trainer doing well at one of his local tracks. So for me, I thought 3-1, that wasn't a bad selection there. So they're the tips for tomorrow's horse racing action. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button for more tips and more horse racing videos on my YouTube channel. Also as well, you can follow me on Twitter as well. My handle is at Lucky15, and that's all I got to say, so please go responsibly. Hopefully we can have some winners tomorrow, and we'll be seeing you soon.